Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode. In today's video, we'll be honoring the lives of renowned American celebrities and other distinguished personalities from across the globe who have sadly passed away recently. Before we dive into the details, we'd like to take a moment to ask for your support. If you could kindly give this video a like, it would mean the world to us. Thank you, and without further delay, let's get started. Colin Farrell mourns the loss of his father, Eamon Farrell. The entertainment world is in mourning as Colin Farrell grieves the passing of his beloved father, Eamon Farrell, who departed peacefully on Wednesday, April 9th, at the age of 83 after a prolonged illness. Eamon, a former professional footballer, spent his final moments in Dublin, surrounded by his devoted family and under the compassionate care of the medical team at Beaumont Hospital. A touching obituary remembered him as someone who faced his illness with immense courage. Shamrock Rovers, the club Eamon joined in 1960, paid a moving tribute to his legacy, acknowledging his remarkable contributions as a halfback and celebrating his pivotal role in securing the 1962 FAI Cup victory alongside his brother, Tommy. The club honored his memory with a heartfelt Gaelic message, Ardé Ste Go Raib a Anam, translating to, "May his soul rest at God's right hand." Eamon is survived by his loving wife, Eileen, and their children, Catherine, Claudine, Eamon Jr., and actor Colin Farrell. He also leaves behind his siblings, Tommy, Sean, and Maureen. Colin, who has always been vocal about his deep affection for his father, expressed his gratitude during his SAG Award acceptance speech in February, thanking his family for their unwavering support and happiness. Eamon's body will lie in repose at his family home on Friday, April 11th, followed by funeral and cremation services in Dublin on Saturday, April 12th. His enduring legacy lives on through his family, his remarkable achievements in sports, and the profound impact he left on everyone fortunate enough to know him. Lucy Markovich, former Australia's Next Top Model star, passes away at 27. The fashion industry is grieving the tragic loss of Lucy Markovich, a former finalist on Australia's Next Top Model, who passed away at the tender age of 27. Her family confirmed the heartbreaking news on April 10th through an Instagram story stating, "Lucy has passed," and adding that she was at peace, enveloped by the love of her closest family members. They requested privacy during this painful time and concluded their message with, "May Lucy rest in peace," alongside an angel emoji. Lucy first captured the nation's attention as the runner-up on Australia's Next Top Model in 2015, later collaborating with prestigious fashion houses like Versace, Armani, and Victoria Beckham. Just weeks before her untimely death, she revealed she was preparing for surgery to treat a brain arteriovenous malformation, AVM, a rare and severe condition she had been battling for 4 years. Her procedure, initially scheduled for April 2nd, was tragically delayed. Her agency, Elite Model Management, paid a touching tribute, describing her as a radiant, luminous soul with an infectious smile and extraordinary wit. Donatella Versace also honored Lucy with a poignant message, "Rest in peace, beautiful girl." Beyond her striking presence on the runway, Lucy will be remembered for her kindness, resilience, and the warmth she brought into the lives of those around her. Hollywood icon Val Kilmer dies at 65. The entertainment industry has lost one of its most versatile talents, Val Kilmer, the legendary actor celebrated for his unforgettable performances in Top Gun and Batman Forever. His daughter, Mercedes Kilmer, confirmed to the New York Times that he passed away on April 1st due to complications from pneumonia. Kilmer, who was diagnosed with throat cancer in 2014, endured years of health struggles before publicly sharing his battle in 2017. His final on-screen appearance came in 2022's Top Gun: Maverick, where he shared a deeply emotional scene with longtime collaborator Tom Cruise, delivering a performance that resonated with fans worldwide, a fitting farewell to an extraordinary career. Born in Los Angeles in 1959, Kilmer's journey to stardom was marked by personal tragedy, including the loss of his younger brother Wesley in 1977. Shortly after, he became the youngest student ever admitted to Juilliard's prestigious drama program. His breakthrough came with Top Secret, 1984. But it was Top Gun, 1986, that propelled him to international fame as the charismatic Iceman. He later earned widespread acclaim for his electrifying portrayal of Jim Morrison in The Doors, 1991, a role that remains a fan favorite. Kilmer married actress Joanne Whalley in 1988, and together they had two children, Mercedes and Jack. As his health declined, Kilmer underwent a tracheotomy and stepped away from the limelight. However, in 2021, he made a powerful return with the documentary Val, an intimate exploration of his life, career, and battle with cancer, co-produced with his children. The film received a standing ovation at Cannes, cementing his legacy as an artist of unparalleled depth. Described by his daughter as a man of spiritual wisdom and playful charm, Kilmer spent his final years immersed in painting, performing, and introspection, staying true to his artistic spirit. He is survived by Mercedes and Jack, who now carry forward the legacy of a man whose life was defined by talent, resilience, and boundless heart. Adan Canto, acclaimed actor from The Cleaning Lady and Designated Survivor, passes away at 42. The entertainment industry mourns the loss of Adan Canto, celebrated for his compelling performances in The Cleaning Lady and Designated Survivor, who has died at the age of 42 after a private struggle with appendiceal cancer. His representatives confirmed the tragic news, describing him as a man of profound depth and quiet strength, qualities that resonated in both his life and craft. A native of Mexico, Canto made his mark in Hollywood with his debut in The Following, quickly earning acclaim for his raw intensity and emotional authenticity. Warner Brothers Television and Fox Entertainment paid tribute, honoring him not only as a brilliant actor, but also as a loyal friend, praising the rare blend of power and vulnerability he brought to every role. Over his decade-long career, Canto appeared in major productions like X-Men, Days of Future Past, Narcos, and Designated Survivor, where he captivated audiences as White House Chief of Staff Aaron Shaw. His most recent role as Armin Morales in The Cleaning Lady cemented his status as a leading force in television. Beyond acting, he ventured into directing and producing, leaving behind 2 short films. Before Hollywood, he pursued music, performing as a singer-songwriter in San Antonio and Mexico City. Canto is survived by his wife, Stephanie Ann Canto, and their 2 children, Roman and Eve, who remain a testament to his enduring legacy of passion and dedication. Johnny Tillotson, 1960s hitmaker, behind Poetry in Motion, dies at 86. The music world has lost a cherished voice, as Johnny Tillotson, the beloved singer behind the 1960s classic Poetry in Motion, passed away at 86. His wife, Nancy Tillotson, shared the heartbreaking news on April 2nd, revealing he succumbed to complications from Parkinsonism the previous day. In a touching tribute, Nancy remembered him as the sweetest, kindest man I ever met, a sentiment echoed by fans worldwide. Born in Jacksonville, Florida, Tillotson's musical journey began in childhood, later flourishing at the University of Florida. His breakthrough came after winning a national talent contest, securing a deal with Cadence Records. He soared to fame with timeless hits like Poetry in Motion, Talk Back Trembling Lips, and It Keeps Right on a Hurtin', the latter earning Grammy recognition and even being covered by Elvis Presley. Tillotson's career spanned decades, and just days before his passing, he gifted fans one final song, Everything I Touch Turns to Blue. He leaves behind his devoted wife of 45 years, Nancy, his children, grandchildren, and extended family, all of whom cherish his music and the joy he brought to millions. David Soul, Starsky and Hutch star, dies at 80. After courageous health battle, beloved actor and musician David Soul, best known for his iconic role as Detective Kenneth Hutch Hutchinson in Starsky and Hutch, has died at 80. His wife, Helen Snell, confirmed his passing on Thursday, sharing that he departed peacefully, surrounded by loved ones after a brave fight for life. In her heartfelt statement, Snell honored Soul as a devoted husband, father, grandfather, and brother, whose charisma, wit, and generosity left an indelible mark on everyone he met. Born in Chicago, Soul initially pursued baseball and diplomacy before discovering his passion for entertainment. He began as a singer in New York, later transitioning to acting in Los Angeles. Though he appeared in shows like Star Trek and All in the Family, it was Starsky and Hutch, 1975-1979, that defined his legacy. He remained lifelong friends with co-star Paul Michael Glazer and later embraced theater in London. Beyond acting, Soul was a talented storyteller and musician, leaving behind a rich cultural legacy that continues to inspire. Patty Maloney, Little House on the Prairie and Star Wars actress, passes at 89. The entertainment industry bids farewell to Patty Maloney, the beloved actress known for her roles in Little House on the Prairie and the Star Wars Holiday Special, who has died at 89. Her brother, Dave Morabito, confirmed she passed on March 31st in Winter Park, Florida, following years of declining health and multiple strokes. Despite physical challenges, Maloney lived fearlessly and vibrantly. For a little person growing up in a big world, she did everything she wanted to do, Morabito shared, celebrating her unshakable determination. Maloney's talents extended far beyond traditional acting. She was a skilled dancer and mime, famously portraying Honk in Far Out Space Nuts, where she conveyed emotion without words. Her diverse career included appearances on Charlie's Angels, The Love Boat, Married, With Children, and My Name is Earl, as well as films like Ernest Saves Christmas and The Ice Pirates. Before Hollywood, she performed with the Ringling Brothers Circus, returning to entertainment after her husband's death. She is survived by her brother, nieces, and extended family, who remember her as a trailblazer who defied limits with grace and humor. Shelley Duvall, iconic star of The Shining, passes away at 75. The entertainment world mourns the loss of Shelley Duvall, the unforgettable actress renowned for her haunting performance in The Shining, who has died at 75. She passed away on July 11th at her home in Blanco, Texas, due to complications from diabetes, just days after celebrating her birthday. Her longtime partner, Dan Gilroy, confirmed the heartbreaking news, sharing, "My dear, sweet, wonderful life partner and friend left us. Too much suffering lately. Now she's free. Fly away, beautiful Shelley." Director Scott Goldberg, who collaborated with Duvall on her final film, The Forest Hills, 2023, praised her resilience and enduring legacy, calling her return to acting a triumph of spirit and strength. Born in Fort Worth, Texas, Duvall was discovered by a film crew working for Robert Altman in 1970, launching a remarkable career. She captivated audiences in Altman classics like McCabe and Mrs. Miller and Nashville, before delivering a raw, emotionally devastating performance in Stanley Kubrick's 1980 masterpiece, The Shining, opposite Jack Nicholson. The role catapulted her to stardom, cementing her place in cinematic history. Beyond acting, Duvall became a respected producer in the 1980s, creating the Emmy-nominated children's series Fairy Tale Theater, which earned her a Peabody Award. After decades of artistic brilliance, she leaves behind a legacy of fearless creativity, individuality, and grace. Barbara Allen, beloved, the Waltons actress, dies at 78. Barbara Allen, the cherished actress best known for her role on The Waltons, has passed away at 78. She died peacefully on March 31st in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, following a long battle with Alzheimer's. Her obituary revealed that Allen spent her final year surrounded by her favorite things, new friends, and meaningful time with her daughter, Emily, moments they hadn't shared in decades. Her sister, Meg Puckett, confirmed the news on social media, calling the loss too hard to bear and remembering her as a wonderful sister. Born in Reading, Pennsylvania, Allen began her acting journey with a scholarship to the Pasadena Playhouse. She found success in both television and film throughout the 1970s and 80s, earning a Golden Globe nomination for You'll Like My Mother and appearing in shows like The Incredible Hulk, Columbo, Gunsmoke, and Hawaii Five-0. Allen also broke barriers as the first woman to write a script for Baretta in 1978. In the 1990s, she stepped away from acting to focus on political activism, championing causes close to her heart. She is survived by her daughter, sisters, and grandson, and will be remembered for her talent, compassion, and unwavering convictions. Shannon Doherty, Beverly Hills, 90210, and Charmed Star, dies at 53, after courageous cancer battle. Shannon Doherty, the beloved star of Beverly Hills, 90210, and Charmed, has died at 53 following a long and public battle with cancer. Her publicist confirmed the actress passed away peacefully on Saturday, July 13th, surrounded by loved ones and her dog, Bowie. Diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015, Doherty faced her illness with remarkable strength and transparency, openly sharing her journey. In 2020, she revealed her cancer had returned to stage 4, spreading to her brain and bones. Despite the prognosis, she remained hopeful and defiant, stating in one of her final interviews, "I'm not done living." Doherty rose to fame in the early 90s as Brenda Walsh on Beverly Hills, 90210, becoming a pop culture icon. She later starred in Charmed as Prue Halliwell, the eldest of three magical sisters. Beyond acting, she directed, produced, and appeared on reality TV, showcasing her versatility and tenacity. In her final years, Doherty became a powerful advocate for cancer awareness, proving that life with a terminal illness could still be filled with meaning, purpose, and joy. She leaves behind a legacy of talent, determination, and an enduring message about living fearlessly. Richard Norton, Australian martial arts legend and stunt coordinator, passes at 75. The entertainment industry mourns the loss of Richard Norton, the revered Australian martial artist, actor, and stunt coordinator, who has died at 75. His wife, Judy Green, confirmed his passing on March 30th, sharing an emotional tribute on Instagram. "I am numb and devastated. I have no words. I have lost my everything." While the cause of death remains undisclosed, Norton's towering legacy in action cinema spans decades. From his breakout role in The Octagon alongside Chuck Norris to his final performance as the Prime Emperor in Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Norton's death prompted an outpouring of tributes from Hollywood. Director James Gunn honored him as the fight choreographer behind pivotal scenes in The Suicide Squad, recalling his laughter, stories, and generosity. Chuck Norris also mourned his longtime friend, crediting Norton for making him both a better martial artist and a better person. With over 70 acting credits and a career that included choreographing fights for blockbusters like Mad Max, Fury Road, and Dark Phoenix, Norton leaves behind a legacy of passion, mentorship, and cinematic brilliance. He is survived by his devoted wife, Judy, and a global community of admirers. Richard Simmons, fitness icon and beacon of joy, dies at 76. Richard Simmons, the larger-than-life fitness guru who inspired millions with his infectious energy and signature flair, has passed away at 76. His longtime publicist confirmed that Simmons died peacefully at his Los Angeles home on July 13th, just one day after his birthday. Authorities responded to a call from his housekeeper, though no foul play is suspected. "The world has truly lost an angel," his representative shared, remembering a man whose mission was rooted in joy, movement, and emotional connection. Born Milton Teagle Simmons in New Orleans, he overcame obesity and childhood bullying to become one of history's most beloved health advocates. Rising to fame in the 1980s and 90s through workout videos, TV appearances, and his Beverly Hills studio, Slimmons, Simmons became a household name. After stepping away from the spotlight in 2014, he spent his final years quietly, surrounded by nature, pets, and gratitude. Just days before his passing, he thanked fans for their birthday wishes and spoke of his love for life. Simmons leaves behind a legacy of positivity, resilience, and millions of lives transformed. Richard Chamberlain, TV legend of Dr. Kildare and the Thorn Birds, dies at 90. Richard Chamberlain, the acclaimed actor known for iconic roles in Dr. Kildare, Shogun, and the Thorn Birds, has died at 90. He passed away on March 29th in Waimanalo, Hawaii, from complications following a stroke, as confirmed by his longtime partner, Martin Rabbit, who called him an amazing and loving soul, now free and soaring with those who passed before him. Chamberlain's death marks the end of a 6-decade career that cemented him as one of television's most iconic leading men. Born in Los Angeles in 1934, he skyrocketed to fame as Dr. Kildare in the 1960s, becoming a heartthrob for generations. He later earned acclaim for epic miniseries like Centennial, Shogun, and The Thorn Birds, garnering multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. A versatile stage actor in both the US and England, Chamberlain also made history by publicly coming out in his 2003 memoir, Shattered Love, where he candidly discussed the challenges of being a gay man in Hollywood. A pioneer in artistry and advocacy, he leaves behind a legacy of elegance, resilience, and trailblazing courage. Dr. Ruth Westheimer, pioneering sex therapist, dies at 96. Dr. Ruth Westheimer, the trailblazing sex therapist who revolutionized public conversations about intimacy, has died at 96. She passed away peacefully at her New York City home on July 12, surrounded by family. Her longtime publicist and collaborator, Pierre LaHue, confirmed the news, noting that Dr. Ruth remained engaged and active until the end, with a new book set for release this fall and a biopic in development. Born Carola Ruth Siegel in Germany in 1928, Dr. Ruth survived the Holocaust as a child refugee, later serving as a sniper in the Israeli army before studying psychology in Paris. After settling in New York in 1980, her late-night radio show, Sexually Speaking, turned her into a national sensation, thanks to her candid, humorous, and compassionate approach to sex education. The show launched a wave of TV appearances, books, and lectures, making her a beloved figure across generations. Dr. Ruth is survived by her 2 children, 4 grandchildren, and a legacy of openness, resilience, and unshakable joy. Mama Mary Schmucker, Breaking Amish star, dies at 65, after cancer battle. Mama Mary Schmucker, the beloved matriarch from TLC's Breaking Amish and Return to Amish, has died at 65 following complications from colon cancer. Her son, Andrew Schmucker, confirmed she passed away at her Pennsylvania home on March 28 after a brief hospitalization. Diagnosed in 2022, Mama Mary entered hospice care in late 2024 as her condition worsened. Known for her warmth, humor, and steadfast faith, she won viewers' hearts by supporting her son Abe and daughter-in-law Rebecca as they navigated life outside the Amish community. Her TV presence was defined by compassion, resilience, and an unwavering belief in forgiveness. In her final months, fans flooded her with love and prayers, a testament to the deep connection she forged with audiences. Her family has requested privacy during this time, as they honor a woman whose legacy of strength, kindness, and authenticity will endure. Donald Sutherland, legendary Canadian actor, passes away at 88. The entertainment world mourns the loss of Donald Sutherland, the revered Canadian actor whose commanding screen presence and piercing gaze captivated audiences for over 6 decades. He passed away on Thursday, June 20th in Miami, following a prolonged illness, as confirmed by his agency. Sutherland's extraordinary career spanned gritty war epics, psychological thrillers, and blockbuster franchises like The Hunger Games, where he became iconic to a new generation as the ruthless President Snow. He leaves behind 5 children, including actor Kiefer Sutherland, and 5 grandchildren, with whom he shared a profound bond. From his breakout role in The Dirty Dozen, 1967, to unforgettable performances in MASH, Don't Look Now, Ordinary People, and Pride and Prejudice, Sutherland epitomized versatility. He earned an Emmy for Citizen X and received an Academy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2017, honoring his peerless ability to infuse truth and depth into every character. In his moving Oscar speech, he paid tribute to his wife of 45 years, Francine Racette, calling her his anchor and muse. Throughout his life, Sutherland remained humble, intellectually curious, and deeply passionate about acting, inspiring generations of artists with his enduring brilliance and humanity. George Foreman, boxing legend and 2-time heavyweight champion, dies at 76. George Foreman, the legendary 2-time heavyweight boxing champion and Olympic gold medalist, has died at 76. His family announced the news in a heartfelt statement on March 21st, revealing he passed peacefully, surrounded by loved ones. Born in Houston's impoverished Fifth Ward in 1949, Foreman rose from hardship to dominate the boxing world. After winning gold at the 1968 Olympics, he turned professional, knocking out Joe Frazier in 1973 to claim the world heavyweight title. His epic 1974 clash with Muhammad Ali, the Rumble in the Jungle, remains one of sports history's most iconic moments. Foreman's journey transcended boxing. Following a spiritual awakening, he became a preacher, only to stun the world by returning to the ring at 38, amid financial struggles. In 1994, he reclaimed the heavyweight title at 45, becoming the oldest champion ever. Beyond boxing, he reinvented himself as a beloved entrepreneur, selling over 100 million George Foreman grills. He also appeared on The Masked Singer, produced a biopic about his life, and remained a symbol of resilience and reinvention. Foreman is survived by his wife, Mary Joan, 11 children, and a legacy built on faith, family, and relentless determination. Johnny Walker, General Hospital star, tragically killed at 37. Johnny Walker, best known for his role as Brando Corbin on General Hospital, has tragically died at 37. The actor was fatally shot in Los Angeles on May 25th after confronting thieves attempting to steal his car's catalytic converter. Though he did not resist, he was mortally wounded and later pronounced dead at the hospital. His sudden passing has sent shockwaves through Hollywood and among fans who admired his talent and kindness. Walker's agent, David Shull, remembered him as a spectacular human being, known for his work ethic, humility, and generosity. Walker's career began in 2007 with roles in Army Wives and included appearances in NCIS, Westworld, Criminal Minds, and the OA. However, it was his breakout role on General Hospital that earned him widespread acclaim. Co-stars like Sophia Matson honored him with emotional tributes, recalling his warmth, professionalism, and respect. Despite his success, Walker remained grounded, once reminding fans, "Appreciate your health and be grateful for what you have." His untimely death leaves a devastating void, but his light, passion, and kindness will never be forgotten. Jack Lilly, Little House on the Prairie star, dies at 91. The Little House on the Prairie family is grieving the loss of Jack Lilly, a beloved longtime cast member, who has died at 91. Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls on the classic series, shared the news in a moving Instagram tribute on March 21st. Gilbert remembered Lilly not just as a co-star, but as a mentor who shaped her childhood. "He taught me how to ride a horse when I was just a wee little thing," she wrote. "He was so patient, never saying no when I'd beg, 'Can we go ride? Please, please, please.'" Lilly appeared in multiple roles throughout Little House, and was also known for his work in Mel Brooks' Blazing Saddles. Gilbert recalled a poignant reunion when they worked together on the ABC pilot Then Came Jones decades later, calling the experience synchronistic and surreal. As tributes pour in, it's clear Lilly's gentle spirit, warmth, and impact extended far beyond the screen. He leaves behind a legacy cherished by fans, friends, and the countless lives he touched. Chance Perdomo, star of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and Gen V, dies at 27 in motorcycle accident. The entertainment industry is mourning the tragic loss of rising star Chance Perdomo, best known for his breakout roles in Netflix's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and Amazon's Gen V, who passed away at just 27 years old. According to his representatives, the talented actor died in a solo motorcycle accident where no other vehicles or individuals were involved. Born in Los Angeles but raised in Southampton, England, Perdomo had originally intended to pursue a legal career before discovering his passion for acting through London's prestigious National Youth Theatre. At the time of his untimely passing, Perdomo was captivating audiences as Andre Anderson in Gen V, the highly anticipated spin-off of the hit series The Boys. Production on the show's second season has been temporarily suspended as cast and crew process this devastating loss. In an emotional statement, the producers remembered Perdomo as a radiant force of nature whose warmth, extraordinary talent, and infectious positivity illuminated every room he entered. His grieving family shared that his boundless enthusiasm for life and the performing arts touched countless lives, adding that his legacy of kindness will forever remain alive in the hearts of all who loved him. Dolly Parton, from Appalachian roots to global superstardom. Born on January 19, 1946, in a modest one-room cabin deep in Tennessee's Great Smoky Mountains, Dolly Rebecca Parton's humble beginnings stood in stark contrast to the dazzling stardom she would eventually achieve. The fourth of 12 children in the Parton family, young Dolly grew up in poverty but was rich in musical heritage, spiritual faith, and the oral storytelling traditions of Appalachia. Her father, Robert Lee Parton, worked tirelessly as a sharecropper and construction laborer, while her mother, Avie Lee, nurtured the family's musical gifts and deep Christian faith. The future country music legend first discovered her voice singing gospel hymns in church, quickly progressing to performing on local radio and television programs by age 10. Her prodigious talent became undeniable when, at just 13 years old, she made her debut at Nashville's hallowed Grand Ole Opry. Though raised in material deprivation, Dolly possessed boundless dreams and an ironclad determination that propelled her to move to Music City the day after graduating high school, armed with nothing but her guitar and a suitcase full of original compositions. Initially making waves as a songwriter for established artists, Parton's career breakthrough came in 1967, when she joined forces with country superstar Porter Wagoner for his popular television show. Their electrifying on-screen chemistry and hit duets made Dolly a household name, though her artistic ambitions soon outgrew the partnership. Her courageous decision to leave Wagoner's show in 1974 marked a pivotal turning point, unleashing her full potential as a solo artist. That same year, Parton released two of her most enduring masterpieces, the hauntingly vulnerable Jolene, and the bittersweet I Will Always Love You. Her poignant farewell to Wagoner that would later become a global phenomenon in Whitney Houston's 1992 rendition. These timeless recordings showcase Dolly's unparalleled gift for emotional storytelling through song, blending traditional country authenticity with universal pop appeal. The 1970s and 1980s witnessed Dolly Parton's meteoric rise to cultural icon status. Her signature look, cascading platinum blonde wigs, bedazzled outfits, and exaggerated silhouette, became instantly recognizable worldwide. Yet behind the glittering persona lay one of popular music's most versatile and gifted songwriters. From the autobiographical Poverty to Pride anthem Coat of Many Colors, to her first major pop crossover Here You Come Again, and the feminist workplace rallying cry 9 to 5, which also served as the theme for her successful film debut. Parton demonstrated an extraordinary ability to connect with audiences across genres and generations. Her acting career flourished with memorable roles in beloved films like Steel Magnolias and The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, while her business acumen led to the creation of the Dollywood theme park in 1986, a tribute to her Smoky Mountain heritage that has become one of Tennessee's premier tourist destinations. Despite global fame, Parton has remained remarkably grounded in her Appalachian roots and Christian values, frequently drawing creative inspiration from her childhood experiences while maintaining an astonishing work ethic that has produced over 3,000 songs across 6 decades in the industry. Behind the rhinestone-studded spectacle, Parton's journey has included profound personal challenges, professional setbacks, health struggles, and private heartbreaks, all navigated with her characteristic resilience, humor, and grace. While fiercely protective of her personal life, she has occasionally shared glimpses of these struggles, including her courageous decision to undergo a secret double mastectomy after being diagnosed with breast cancer in the 1980s, demonstrating the quiet strength beneath her famously bubbly public persona. Today, as she enters her late 70s, Dolly Parton stands not just as an entertainment legend, but as a cultural treasure whose influence transcends music to encompass philanthropy, literacy advocacy, and timeless American storytelling. Dolly Parton, a legacy of resilience and reinvention. Behind the glittering persona and chart-topping success, Dolly Parton has navigated profound personal challenges with remarkable grace. She has spoken candidly about the emotional weight of her decision not to have children, a choice influenced by health struggles, including a partial hysterectomy in her early 40s. The loss of several siblings, including her younger brother Randy Parton, who succumbed to cancer in 2021, has left indelible marks on her heart, subtly shaping the emotional depth of her artistry. Yet through these trials, Dolly has channeled her grief into music and philanthropy, crafting songs imbued with themes of hope, perseverance, and self-acceptance, reflections of the wisdom forged in both joy and sorrow. As decades passed, Dolly's cultural significance only magnified. She emerged as a philanthropic titan, founding the Imagination Library, which has distributed over 200 million books to children globally. Her $1 million donation toward COVID-19 vaccine research in 2020 underscored her lifelong commitment to humanitarian causes. Musically, she remained a tour de force, releasing new albums, collaborating with rising stars, and fearlessly exploring genres. In 2022, she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, an honor she initially resisted, a testament to her humility and dedication to authenticity. Whether delving into bluegrass, gospel, or pop, Dolly evolved without ever compromising her roots. Her influence now transcends country music. She has become a cultural icon, beloved across generations for her wit, generosity, and unshakable spirit. At 78, she defies convention, launching ventures like a baking line, authoring novels, and starring in holiday specials. In 2023, she released Rockstar, a bold rock album featuring legends like Elton John, Paul McCartney, and Stevie Nicks, proving her creative fire burns as brightly as ever. Active on social media, she engages millions with her trademark humor and warmth, while Dollywood stands as a testament to her enduring connection to her Appalachian heritage. Dolly's career is a masterclass in longevity. In an industry obsessed with trends, she has reinvented herself repeatedly without losing the authenticity that endears her to fans. Her 1987 duet with Kenny Rogers, Islands in the Stream, penned by the Bee Gees, became a genre-defying global hit, yet she never strayed from her country roots. She has written thousands of songs, starred in iconic films, and built a business empire, all while staying true to her values. Her life story, from a Smoky Mountain cabin to international stardom, resonates because it is a testament to triumph over adversity. She broke barriers for women in entertainment, carving a path lined with rhinestones and realness. Whether through music, philanthropy, or sheer force of personality, Dolly Parton remains a beacon of resilience and joy. Her legacy is not just in records sold or awards won, but in the lives she's uplifted and the hearts she's inspired. As she continues to create, give, and shine, Dolly proves that true greatness lies in staying genuine while dreaming boundlessly. Dolly Parton, the enduring legacy of a cultural icon. Dolly Parton's remarkable career has always been anchored in her deep connection to country music, even as she effortlessly adapted to contemporary sounds. Albums like Backwoods Barbie and Blue Smoke showcase her unique ability to modernize her style while honoring traditional themes that first shaped her artistry. Her collaborations with younger artists, including her goddaughter Miley Cyrus, as well as Keisha and Pentatonix, have introduced her timeless talent to new audiences, proving that her appeal spans generations. Dolly never had to chase trends. Her enduring relevance stems from her unwavering authenticity, storytelling genius, and signature charm. Beyond music and film, Dolly has built an empire that includes best-selling books, television specials, and even unexpected ventures like children's literature and beauty products. What sets her brand apart isn't just diversification. It's the genuine passion behind every endeavor. When she founded Dollywood, it wasn't merely a business venture. It was a heartfelt tribute to her roots, bringing economic opportunity to her hometown while celebrating the culture of East Tennessee. Today, the park stands as one of America's most successful theme parks, drawing millions of visitors each year. Similarly, her imagination library, inspired by her father's struggles with illiteracy, reflects her deep commitment to education and empowerment. Dolly isn't just an entertainer. She's a cultural institution, infusing every project, from albums to amusement parks, with heart, humor, and a touch of sparkle. Her iconic image has always been a deliberate and strategic part of her success. While some critics initially dismissed her glamorous, over-the-top persona, Dolly quickly turned the narrative on its head, famously quipping, "It takes a lot of money to look this cheap." With this self-aware humor, she reclaimed perceptions of femininity and glamour in entertainment, using her appearance to challenge expectations and cement her legend. Behind the big hair, sequins, and larger-than-life personality lies a shrewd businesswoman who mastered the art of fame on her own terms. Long before conversations about female empowerment became mainstream, Dolly was rewriting the rules, proving that a woman could be both unapologetically feminine and fiercely independent. Yet beneath the glitter and success, Dolly's journey has been marked by profound personal struggles. In addition to health challenges and the loss of loved ones, she has faced the immense pressure of maintaining her public image while navigating private pain. In her autobiography, she has hinted at battles with depression and anxiety, often masked by her cheerful exterior. The demands of being a woman in the male-dominated country music industry weighed heavily on her, but she consistently channeled her emotions into her art. Songs like Hard Candy Christmas and The Grass is Blue reveal her ability to transform sorrow into soul-stirring music. Even in her darkest moments, she remained a beacon of hope, showing vulnerability without letting it define her. A rarity among superstars of her caliber. Faith has been the bedrock of Dolly's resilience. Raised in a devout Pentecostal household, she credits her relationship with God for giving her strength and purpose. While she doesn't preach, spiritual themes permeate her music, particularly in gospel albums like Precious Memories and I Believe in You. She has been honored by numerous religious organizations for her commitment to grace, forgiveness, and compassion. Unlike many celebrities who use faith as a branding tool, Dolly's spirituality feels deeply personal and sincere, a quiet force that guides her philanthropy, artistry, and outlook on life. Dolly Parton's story is one of unmatched perseverance, reinvention, and heart. From her humble beginnings in the Smoky Mountains to her status as a global icon, she has remained true to herself while constantly evolving. Her legacy isn't just in the records she's sold or the awards she's won. It's in the lives she's touched, the barriers she's broken, and the joy she's shared. At every turn, she has proven that authenticity, kindness, and a little sparkle can light up the world. Dolly Parton, a living testament of compassion and cultural impact. Dolly Parton's profound kindness radiates through every aspect of her life, from her extensive philanthropy to the uplifting messages woven into her music. Whether she's providing relief to natural disaster victims, funding groundbreaking medical research, or penning lyrics that heal broken spirits, Dolly approaches every endeavor with genuine compassion and purpose. Her actions carry more weight than any sermon ever could, proving that true influence comes from selfless deeds. In an unexpected cultural shift, Dolly has emerged as a beloved icon for millennials and Gen Z. Her songs soundtrack viral TikTok trends, her retro fashion inspires modern-style edits, and her wise quips become motivational memes. This resurgence isn't just about nostalgia. It's proof that her legacy is dynamic, evolving with each generation. Recent documentaries like Dolly Parton, Here I Am, and Dolly Parton's America have introduced her multifaceted story to younger audiences who may have only known her through a handful of hits. The result? A newfound admiration for the depth behind the dazzling persona. Even her 2020 Christmas special, broadcast during the pandemic's darkest days, became a global comfort, reminding millions that Dolly's warmth could pierce through any hardship. She isn't merely relevant, she's indispensable. Then there's her marriage, a rare Hollywood enigma. Dolly wed Carl Dean in 1966, and their decades-long union has fascinated fans precisely because of its intentional privacy. While Dolly sparkles in the spotlight, Carl has steadfastly avoided fame, supporting her from the shadows. Their relationship defies celebrity norms. No red carpet appearances, no tabloid drama, just quiet, unwavering devotion. Dolly often jokes about Carl in interviews, saying he's immensely proud of her but prefers their life together to remain out of view. Their bond is a study in contrasts, private versus public, understated versus flamboyant. Yet it has thrived for nearly 60 years. In 2016, they renewed their vows to mark their golden anniversary. To the world, Dolly is a queen. To Carl, she's simply the woman he loves. At 78, Dolly shows no signs of slowing down. Her collaboration with James Patterson, Run, Rose, Run, became a best-selling novel, accompanied by a full album of original songs that brought the story to life. She's now adapting it into a feature film, showcasing her boundless creative vision. Beyond music and literature, she's expanded into fragrances, pet apparel, and even a documentary series, announced in 2024, that will chronicle her most iconic performances and untold stories, a treasure for lifelong fans. Retirement? Unthinkable. For Dolly, creation is as vital as breath. Her motto, dream more, learn more, care more, and be more, isn't just words. It's the blueprint she lives by daily. Dolly's influence will echo through generations, not just in awards or chart-topping hits, but in the children who learn to read through her imagination library, the women who found strength in her fearlessness, and the artists who emulate her authenticity. She transcends labels, country legend, mogul, philanthropist, to stand as a cultural cornerstone, a woman who redefined the American dream with glitter, determination, and heart. From the Smoky Mountains to the world stage, she's never compromised her truth. Dolly Parton didn't just achieve success, she handcrafted it, bedazzled it, and gifted it to the world. And as long as music stirs souls and kindness changes lives, her spirit will endure, timeless and radiant.